How are we doing, guys? So, Leeds 2, Bristol City 0, back to winning ways. Absolutely fantastic stuff. You know, back in contention. It was an important win that today for me. You know, it was very much a case of result first, performance second, and that was what we got really. You know, I didn't think we were terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but we are capable of much better in terms of performance. I felt. I didn't think we were really convincing in the win, in all honesty, and we'll really go through that a little bit more in the review. So we'll start with the team we went with. You know, from my sort of the way I was looking at it, it felt like a 3-3-1-3 today, slash 3-4-3. It certainly didn't feel like we were sticking with a more traditional 4-1-4-1. It looked like we did go for back three today. So you know, we had Will Huffer in net, Iapo Helm, Calvin Phillips, Liam Cooper as the back three, Stewie Dallas, Adam Forshaw, Barry Douglas as the second three, Mattis Glick playing in the 10 role, Pablo Hernandez, Kevin Roof, Ezjan Alioski as the front three. And in all honesty, in the first half, it looked so disjointed, it's untrue. I thought the first half was disappointing, to say the least. You know, there was no tempo to what we were doing. You know, we were having a lot of the ball, but we just weren't doing anything with it. We never really felt like we were panicking Bristol City. We were playing to Bristol City's strength. We were playing really slow, playing the ball across the back, which felt really ponderous. No real tempo. You know, at times Liam Cooper looked forward, passed it sideways to Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips passed it sideways to Iapo Helm, went back to Will Huffer, and we started again. It was like a constant cycle of that for the first half now, and it was really frustrating to watch. But we did finish that first half much better in terms of our off-the-ball work. I thought we started to press Bristol City really well. You know, later on in the first half, and winning the ball high up the pitch, and we started to get a little bit of momentum. I think Mattis Glick put in a lovely ball to Ezjan Alioski, which he caught on the volley. But it was quite a comfortable save, really. That was really the only really half chance I think we created in that first half. Second half, much better. Now, a lot of that probably does come from the sending off quite early on in that first half, in the second half, sorry. But I thought the main thing was the changes we made. We made changes, and we made quick changes, positive changes. You know, the first one was Ezjan Alioski coming off, Jack Harrison coming on. And then we also saw Iapo Helm come off for Samu Saiz. And that sort of changed into a back four system, you know, more of the 4-1-4-1. Samu Saiz pushed up alongside Mattis Glick, and Jack Harrison moved onto the right hand side to allow Pablo Hernandez onto the left hand side. Now that was really interesting for me. Two inverted wingers. Now, you know, BIELSA has been accused of being stubborn, but for me that really shows a real sort of difference in sort of thinking of BIELSA, that maybe we are going to look to more playing inverted wingers. It doesn't really suit Bielsa's system. You know, he likes to keep things as wide as possible, make the pitch as big as possible, to sort of exhaust the opposition to the extent. But he felt playing the inverted wingers was a good option in this game, and I felt it worked a little bit better. You know, we started to really crowd the middle of the pitch, and in the end, especially against 10 men, it allowed us to do that a little bit. You know, Bristol City didn't have that extra cover. You know, I think it was Brownhill that went off for them. Very energetic player. And it didn't really allow them to cover as much, and it was constantly sort of 4-on-2s, 3-on-2s in the middle of the park in our favour. It allowed us to move that ball about a little bit more, but it showed the tactical flexibility with Marcelo Bielsa. You know, I think it's a bit of a myth that he's stubborn and he won't change his ways. I think he can at times. You know, maybe not sort of in terms of playing style, but in terms of system and where he sort of plays certain players, he will change things if he feels necessary. You know, I think a lot of what we see maybe isn't what Marcelo Bielsa sees, but I felt today he did acknowledge that Ezjan Alioski was having an absolute shocker, which in all honesty, he did have an absolute shocker. You know, I've defended him in that recent Leeds TV Investigates video I did. But yeah, today it was a shocking performance really of Ezjan Alioski. But in terms of the second half, we started to create chances. You know, that first one, Mattis Glick released Kevin Roof down the side. Kevin Roof went for goal, which was frustrating because Ezjan Alioski had made a really good run to the back post. He went for goal. Probably the better option would have been crossing it. Then Mattis Glick again picks up the ball, picks out Ezjan Alioski probably about 5 or 6 yards from goal. But rather than hit it first time, he tries to take the touch and takes him probably about 5 or 6 yards further away from goal. It was a poor first touch, and the chance had gone at that point, which was frustrating. But we did get other chances, and we eventually got a goal. We had a real succession of corners. some lovely Barry Douglas deliveries. I mean, that's one of the finest things this season, is a Barry Douglas in-swinging corner. It's just unbelievable to watch. You know, every time he swings the ball like that into the box, there's no real, you know, I'm not going to take anything away from Barry Douglas, but there's no real thought behind it, really. It's just hit the ball as low and hard as possible and hope for a touch. You know, it might not sound very sophisticated, but you're going to get so many goals this season from those kind of situations. Even if it doesn't hit our player, you know, the own goal situation is so exciting to watch. You know, when it's 0-0, we're 1-0 down, just seeing those in-swinging corners coming in, there's nothing defensive that you can do about that. He just hits those corners so well, it's just absolutely lovely to watch. We had a succession of those, a couple of 1-2s between Matthias Click and Barry Douglas, but it sort of comes from a short corner of the goal. Barry Douglas, short corner to Matthias Click, pulls it back to Pablo Hernandez. Whether it was a cross or mishit shot, I don't know, but it finds its way to Kemal, and Kemal, you know, might say it's an easy finish, but it's a great bit of movement off Kemal into that area, and he gets himself another goal. Then Bristol City had to come out a little bit. Famara Diédhiou came on, and I thought he did well. He looked really sharp for Bristol City, and I'm glad he didn't start the game, if I'm being honest, because he was causing problems. But yeah, they make that change, but we start to really come into our own then. Matthias Click, Samu Saiz, Pablo Hernandez link up really well, as they always do, really. But yeah, we'll find a space all over the place, and we get ourselves another goal. You know, after a couple of half chances before that, I think again that man Matthias Click fed through Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison had the chance to just shoot. It was 1-on-1. He delayed, but the chance was gone. And there was another one where other way round, Jack Harrison running down the wing, Matthias Click making a really good run inside. Jack Harrison didn't find him. Two good opportunities there to get another goal. We do get ourselves a goal. Do get ourselves a second goal. Samu Saiz, lovely ball into the box, and another Pablo Hernandez header. He's really found his way. It's just the way he heads the ball. I mean, it's unbelievable, really. I mean, his finish against West Brom, and his finish today. Two lovely finishes. Goalkeeper didn't do nothing about it. Just the placement's absolutely perfect. And it wasn't the best Pablo Hernandez performance today. I think we've all touched on that between me, Joe, and Conor. Pablo Hernandez was not at his best today, but he still gets himself a goal and an assist. I think his stats this season is something like 12 games, 6 goals, 6 assists. That is absolutely incredible stuff. You know, considering maybe he's playing on his weaker side as well, on the right side for much of the season so far, he's not able to cut in and get shots off. He's having to move around a little bit more to get goals and assists. That is absolutely incredible, and just highlights the quality of the player and how he comes alive at the big moments. You know, we didn't have a great performance. In all honesty, I think we were saying, me and my old man were saying that after sort of an hour of saying this is one of Pablo's poorest performances in a Leeds shirt. You know, the amount of times he was giving the ball away, the amount of times he was getting dispossessed, but he comes alive at the crucial moments, and you need players like that to go up. You know, your Pablo Hernandez's, your Barry Douglas's on set pieces and all-round defensive awareness. Your Matthias Click for the creativity, long-range goals. Your Samu Saiz is for moments of absolute magic, and that's what we've got. You know, and I think something else I want to highlight is the quality of that midfield. I look at it. I looked at the team sheet. I know we've had injuries, but you look at what we had today: Calvin Phillips, Adam Forshaw, Pablo Hernandez, Matthias Click, Samu Saiz, Lewis Baker on the bench, not even getting a look in at the minute. Izzy Brown's come back in. Jamie Shackleton as well, who's not really getting much of a look in. You know, Jamie Shackleton, any other season probably would have been playing pretty much every game at this rate. You know, the quality he's shown so far, but he can't even get near the team. That shows the quality we have. 8 top quality midfielders there. It just shows the quality we have, and it's so key to a BIELSA system. But to just go on to the man of the match, you know, for me, it has to be one of the midfielders, and it's maybe not someone who I don't think got enough praise for his performance today, but Adam Forshaw, once again, man of the match. He's been absolutely superb the last 5 or 6 weeks. You know, I think he's been unlucky. I think a lot of the perception is that since he's come in, everything's gone wrong, but it's not down to Adam Forshaw. You know, Adam Forshaw has done nothing wrong for me. He's kept things ticking over. He must have touched the ball about 100 times today. He's just so influential. He just feels so perfect from a Marcelo Bielsa system. Marcelo did say at the start of the season that Adam Forshaw, he felt, was his most technically gifted player. And I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I wouldn't say he's as technically gifted as a Pablo or Matthias Click, and maybe he didn't mean it in that kind of sense. but he is a really good player. I think he's so underrated for me. And he has that winning mentality. That's the key thing. He's been involved in promotion battles before with Middlesbrough, Brentford. He has that winning mentality. He gives us that winning mentality. And today, he drove us forward. Some of the cross-field passing, simple passing, keeping things ticking over, touching the ball all the time, possession, keeping things ticking over. You know, and what I really liked about him was he took responsibility in that first half. We started to move the ball quicker because he started to dictate the tempo a little bit more. When the defence was passing the ball along the back, Adam Forshaw was picking it up and saying, "We're not doing this anymore. We're pushing forward." Pablo make a run, Alioski make a run, and that's what he was doing. He took control of the game really in terms of a leadership sense and sort of from a technical point of view. I thought it was a brilliant performance of Adam Forshaw today. Other honorary mentions to Barry Douglas and Pablo Hernandez because he made the match-winning contribution at the end of the day. Maybe it wasn't his best performance, but he makes the match-winning contribution. But all in all, I'm happy with that today. Maybe not so much the performance. I didn't think we were terrible by any means, but it's difficult to assess. You know, I think me and Conor discussed, you know, just before coming on air, you know, how good were we actually in that second half? Was it down to them being down to 10 men, or was it down to that tactical change? And I think it's a little bit of both. But I think Reading is a key game. You know, can we put in a more emphatic performance in that kind of game? Can we break them down a little bit quicker? Can we come out of the blocks a lot quicker? That's a challenge for me. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you check out Joe and Conor's reviews of the game. I'll also be doing a player rating video in a couple of minutes too, which will also be uploaded. And just to mention as well, I'm absolutely delighted to say I made another appearance on Sky Sports, the EFL Goal Show, giving a quick little review of the Leeds Bristol City game. Only a 20-second review, but again, it's a really proud thing for me and all Leeds TV. You know, we're getting a lot of coverage at the moment. It's really, you know, it really makes us proud. We can't thank you enough. You know, it's we'd be absolutely nothing without, you know, your support. I mean, it's unbelievable. Joe was saying today, you know, we had just your support is absolutely unbelievable. All Leeds TV, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later.